tickle. Okay. Let's fix this rat's nest of a hair before people start joining in. Ooh, feels good to take that out of the bun. Hey, little bit. Hi, baby. Hi, baby girl. Okay. Anything, I can do anything with it to make it look decent. Hi, love. Are you on your way home or no? You're not on your way home because you wouldn't be texting me or you wouldn't be watching if you weren't at home or on your way home. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? This just looks like a hot mess express today. That wasn't. I just realized I began to look at my surroundings from the in the video, and right behind me, right there, is an empty gallon of milk. You know, you might ask Ellie about that one. He'll be able to tell you all about it. So, hello, friends. How are you? I feel like I look weird because I've got like a tan shirt on. I've got my pajama shirt on for the night, but promise. It's just weird color with my skin tone. But I've had a really weird day. I messed up my sleep schedule and I kind of just have felt off all day. Chores, just things weren't clicking. I did make a video for YouTube today, but looking back on it now, I haven't looked at it. I haven't looked at the footage, but I just remember I was like very spacey and kind of quiet. Didn't know like what things to say, and I think it didn't also help that I hadn't ate today because I did sleep a lot. So, because I messed up my schedule. So I ate some guacamole, and now I'm happy. I ate a lot of guacamole. I made guacamole last night with probably like 5 avocados, and Ellie's grandmother, Wella, on his mom's side, she normally makes me guacamole all the time, and it's always better than any guacamole I've ever made. Turns out she puts lime in it and a lot of salt. So I was like, okay, you know, that's what I'll do. So I got lime juice because your girl doesn't have the thing to squeeze the lime, and I don't have the time or the patience to do all of that. That was my first mistake. I should have done that. Did we have time change? I don't think the time changed here. I can't look it up on my phone because I'm on my phone. I didn't see anything about the time change, and it's Monday. Where did the time change? I don't know, y'all. That's on my nerves. Okay, so thanks to time change, I don't think did the time change? I don't know. And normally that doesn't affect me. That doesn't normally bother me. It was just, I took a nap yesterday evening, and so then I woke up, and yeah, Sunday was spring forward. Okay, yeah, I can see that. I didn't know that, though. I thought it was in, like, April. I don't think that's what messed me up. I honestly think it's because I took a nap, and then I woke up later in the evening, and then when I did go to bed at, like, 3 or 4 in the morning, I just didn't sleep well. I had a crick in my neck, and it just wasn't right, and so I didn't sleep good at all, but it's okay. The video Ellie did with it, yeah. You like how I bumped up Lex's grade to a 90? Yeah, Lex did really good feeding the baby goats. Ellie's very mathematical and will do it by point system. I would have gave him an A. We completely went into that blind with him. I did ask him, do you want a hint on how to do this? And he said no, and so without the hint, he did it really good. The way that you feed 3 baby goats is 2 in a hand if you're on your own, 2 bottles in one hand, and then 1 between your legs. That's how you feed 3. And he didn't know that, so he did great. I definitely gave him a 90. I would probably even bump it up to a 92. The only thing was getting it started, and getting the baby started is hard. That's even hard for me on my own. So unless you have if you have somebody else trying to move the babies around like Ellie normally does for me, it's easier. But yeah, Lex did do great. And I think he had fun doing it. The babies definitely enjoyed it. But yeah, so anyways, I titled this life self-care. I've just been, I feel like it's been so hard for me to get back into the groove of things ever since everything happened. You know, I've had great days outside in the pasture, but I feel like it's been harder for me to video, which I wasn't expecting it to be hard for me to video because I don't see them when I'm editing anymore, and I don't see them in the pasture, and that's hard. But I don't want to make this all about our goats passing, but it hasn't been easy. There's been just a lot of stuff going on. Me and Ellie have been very, very busy. We had some dogs come through the other night, and so we are doing projects to take care of that, to make sure we're eliminating as much like dog presence as possible in any of our weak spots. We've been addressing some stuff with the mail, because if you've reached out to me about there being like mail issues, like, trust me, I know. And Amazon has actually been delivering packages into our pasture. Like, they sit them on the fence and they fall into the pasture, which is obviously dangerous. So trying to fix that. So yeah, it's been through the ringer over here. I've been trying to occupy myself with, you know, decorating the house and all that. You can look behind me. There's new like pink posters. They're very cute. It's also very hard bottle feeding, and the babies follow you around everywhere. It's a blessing, but having to have your eyes on them at all times because they can get out of the pastures can be hard. So yeah, but so I opened a birthday present today from Ellie's mom. Again, we got busy, and so she got me a birthday present. She got me some makeup, and she got me a really cute makeup case. And so I just transferred all of my makeup into it. And here's the sad part about it. I have so much makeup, and I like to buy extras. I buy backups. And so not all of my makeup will fit in this case. All of my makeup that I use on a daily does, but all of my backups don't, which I guess my backups can go in my drawer. But let me show you. I'm going to try to pick this thing up. I don't really think I might be able to. Oh, okay. It's so heavy. Okay, so this is the case. It's huge. It opens up, and then there's some little shelvy. You can't even see it. It's too heavy. I can't get it, but it's huge, and all of my makeup doesn't fit inside of it, but it's okay. And so I thought, I'm gonna do my makeup tonight for some self-care. Don't worry, I do have pants on. I have shorts on today. But I thought, I'm gonna do some makeup and we can just chit-chat since I've got my new little setup down here. And yeah, I figured I can just talk and answer some questions while I do my makeup. A lot of people have self-care of sitting and relaxing, maybe skincare, watching a TV show. For me, sometimes it's just being creative. So what is the title of the video, The Baby's Passing? This is the first time I've heard. I think I titled the actual video of me talking about that they passed was, I wish I had better news. And then, but they had been sick, and so I had a video, like 2 videos prior to that, of kind of everything that started and why we started doing like a spring cleanup. And then a couple days later, even though we had just cleaned everything, 2 of our goats got sick, and unfortunately they didn't make it. So I talk about all of that very in depth in those videos if you want to go watch that. But it's hard for me to talk about it still a little bit. I hadn't previously broken down had a like meltdown per se about it, where I sat and really cried about it until yesterday. I'm not gonna talk about that, but I did. I was kind of like numb and just spacey and floating about all of it. I hadn't really cried about it. I did yesterday, so yeah. But now I'm gonna go ahead and get my little headband. Let me grab it. Where did the headband go? I had the headband sitting right here. Okay. All right, I've got my little bubble. Ooh. My bubble headband. It's black today. Ellie's mom also got me that, and so I really appreciate it. I've got cats all around me today, so here's your first cat of the day. It's little bitty. If you hear any kind of like ruckus, we do have a cat wheel in the house now, and Noodle likes to go run on it. But we're all pretty calm this evening so far. No, Sandy, you didn't make me sad at all. Don't worry about it. I have to be able to get past it at some point. It's still just a little hard, but we're getting there. I'm about to set on Ellie's headphones. He would not love that if I sat on them. I've done that before, though. Because right now, I'm in his spot because we keep our Xboxes in the living room. Pretty girl. You're pretty. Come here. Come here. Hey, Mama loves you. Mama loves you. She's like, Mom, stop. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me. She's cute. Okay, there you go a little bit. All right, so I'm not necessarily going to talk about like what products I'm using or anything like that or techniques or anything. I'm just doing the makeup for like myself, and I figured I'll do a live with this too, you know? So if you want to know what products I'm using, just let me know. But yeah, ask any questions you have. I'm here to answer questions. Let's get started. Little bitty. Okay. I should probably wipe my face down first because my face isn't the cleanest right now. That's okay. My hands are clean. That's what counts. It's not like I'm wearing this makeup out anyways. I'll probably honestly take it off as soon as I'm done with the live. But that is self-care for me, is being creative. And with the new makeup I got, I want to try it out. And so, you know, obviously we work on a farm, and makeup doesn't really go with farm work, especially when it's hot outside. Ooh, that's a little, wait, what is that? Okay, that's not expired. Is that expired? No. Okay, no, it's just stuck in the pump. Stormy. Oh, but I am loving spending time with all of the baby goats. It is fun. It can be tiring sometimes because they've got so much energy, and sometimes you're just like, I want to sit down. But when you want to sit down, they want to jump all over you. And the ones that their mamas are still with us are running and jumping around in the pasture enjoying themselves. Why don't you come say hi? Everybody loves you. Ooh, 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 ooh. You say hi. Everybody loves you, Noodle. You say, I've been driving Mama and Daddy crazy with the cat wheel. I do it at inconvenient times. Yes, you do. He's just like, Mom, let me go. I just want to lay down. But I think you're like a resounding favorite of all the cats in the house. Okay. Okay. Bye, Noodle. Bye. I know Teresa loves you a whole lot. Oh, I love my little Noodle, but he is a little special sometimes. He doesn't, I always say to Ellie, some of our cats just don't have it together. Some of our animals, they just don't got it. Noodle is one of those who just doesn't got it. Like currently behind me, he's cleaning his man bits. You can't hear it, but I can, and it drives me nuts, but it's all right. It's not a big deal, but are you itching yourself now, buddy? But yeah, how have y'all been? What are you doing? What are y'all having for dinner? What are y'all up to? Any new news? I'm gonna have to get more foundation. Noodle says he has somewhere to be. Yeah, he needs to go clean himself is what he thinks. You know what? I'm glad he cleans himself because not all of our cats do the best. Yeah, man bits. Not all of the cats do the best at cleaning themselves. And so I just kind of sit there sometimes and I'm like, my friend, what are you doing? You're a cat. You're supposed to be like one of the really like cleanest animals, you know? No. Are you still making and selling your earrings? Just use this brush. So I haven't been making recently, honestly. I want to, but you know, we're not even at a year of being into the farm yet, and I haven't found time, if I'm being honest, and I haven't felt very creative. Are you okay, Chia? I haven't felt very creative in that area with the earrings. I do have a good stockpile of them. I would like to make more. I just honestly haven't had the time because when I come inside from being outside all day, you know, I want to sit down and relax with Ellie, but then we've also got inside animals to take care of, so, you know, that's a little bit of a challenge sometimes. I've also, if you see me looking down here, this is where the makeup kit is, and there's a mirror in it, so I'm kind of watching myself in the mirror too, because this doesn't serve as the best mirror. It's a little far away from me, but that's okay. I also got to make sure I'm like matching my shade. Like on camera, it doesn't really look like it matches, but in person, it does. So, trying. How are the bunnies? Bunnies are great. We did a huge revamp to their room. I wouldn't call it huge. I just bought some more enrichment stuff for them, and I want to say they've been enjoying it, but I really just think they like to run and hop around together. They really like to eat, I'll tell you that. But yeah, bunnies are great. They're doing bunny rabbit things. They I don't know, they hop around. They don't make a whole lot of noise, and they like each other better than they like me and Ellie, and we spend time with them, but I don't think they're the most social rabbits, and that's okay. You know, we're just giving them the best life we can. A lot of people, I'm not going to say a lot of people, there are some people that don't think the rabbits are actually alive, or that we've given them away because I don't do videos about them. And then I'll tell people that I must be a bunny because I'm quiet and like to eat. Me too. Me too. Actually, I think I'm the opposite of quiet. I think when I'm home alone, I'm pretty quiet. But my mom will tell you that I'm not quiet by any means. I do realize I yell through the house quite a lot. Ellie's friends on the Xbox will be sitting and they'll be like, who's Megan yelling at now? Or they can tell you which cat. You can ask them, hey, which cat do you like know of the most around here? And it's always a resounding Noodle or Cup, because I'm always yelling at Noodle and Cup because they're always doing something they should not be doing. And so they always hear me yelling at them, which I can't help it. They're just not behaving like they're supposed to be. But it's all right. How many cats do you have, and do you not like? Do I not like what? We have, okay, so around the sanctuary, there are a lot. Around Morrow Hill, there are a lot. Currently inside, we have 7 that are always inside. They are not allowed to go outside. They are fully inside cats. But then we have 7 plus 3 is 10. We have 4 more that are indoor outdoors, and so Little Bit, Daffy, Orange, and Gunpowder all spend quite a bit of time outside, but they are inside for maybe like a few hours of the day. And then, okay, Sandy, you said, do we not like dogs? It's not that we don't like dogs, okay? And we do have a dog. She is in the house. I'm not a dog person anymore. I don't think I ever was. I just don't think I had any exposure to the right cats. I hadn't found my cat yet. And then I got Finny. Me and Ellie rescued Finny off the side of the road. And I realized, yeah, I'm a cat person. And that's fine. We don't hate dogs. But the sanctuary isn't really built for dogs, you know? There are a lot of wild dogs across the street, and the sanctuary is a very big, more open property compared to like Longhorn Lester's, which is very secluded off, if that makes sense. And so we also have a lot of free, what do we call them? Free roam birds. And it's hard to find dogs that won't chase birds or outside cats. And so what we kind of need is a puppy, ideally, that would grow up and learn the boundaries with us. But we also want to like rescue dogs, you know? I don't want to go buy a puppy. I really don't. When I see how many dogs are out walking in this area that need a home, I don't want to buy a puppy. I don't at all. I just want to rescue one of them. But the reality of that is rescuing a dog means you have no idea where they come from. You know, you have no idea where they come from, what kind of dog they are, what kind of demeanor they have, what they're going to chase, what they're not going to chase. Are they used to having regular meals? Yes or no? So they might, excuse me, see your birds as a meal one night. And we just can't, we can't have that. You know, we would hate for something to happen to Cornholio or any of the, I mean, my chickens are put in a run, but dogs can still get into a run, you know. Nate, the geese, you know, all of those things. We would hate for something to happen to them because we do love them, believe it or not. Some people think that we don't like them. Cornholio, because we won't get him a girl or whatever. We also have the free roam peacocks, so we don't want to ruin any of that at all, because we've got currently a decent balance, I'd say. Don't want to ruin that. But I don't hate dogs. I don't. My mom has a dog, Teddy and Shep, and I love on them every time I go over to my mom's. So, you know, don't hate them. They're just not good for this property. Olga's kittens are doing well. She actually moved them, and now I can't find them. I know where they're at, or I know the general area. I've got like a thing in my eye. What was I saying? And see, there goes the train of thought. I was reading comments and thinking about what I was saying, and I have no idea. Oh, I know where they're at. I'm pretty sure they're under the deck, but not like the deck to the front porch or anything. I think it's over by in the garden area. I think she's got them under there because she always lays over there, and that's where they were last. And so I'm pretty sure that's where they still are, but I think they're under. And Olga's not distressed, so I know they're fine. So that's that. I saw a comment. I'm going to try to scroll up. Talking about free room. Stephanie and Buddy were asking about the birds. Kathy, what were they asking about the birds? Asking about the peacocks. What were they asking about the peacocks? I'll talk about them. I'll answer anything I can about them. And y'all can relay that to them because it's late. They're probably not watching this right now. We've got a small little live going, you know. So, okay, let's talk about the peacocks. So, originally we had Jack and Diane. Y'all know that. Diane passed away in a really sad farm accident. Oh, they get into their garden some. Huh, that might provide more urgency. So then when Diane passed, me and Ellie said, okay, Jack is really depressed. A lot of people were heated that we went and rushed to get Jack, girls. A little bit. Also, I'm realizing this is a little bit different than this. I'm not going to put makeup on my chest, so just heads up there if you see that. Okay. So, yeah. We, hold on. I'm sorry, I told y'all I'm so spacey today and I'm so everywhere. Let me get my next palette and maybe that will allow me to gather my thoughts. Cornholio and Jack. Why did we rush to get Jack, girls, and not Cornholio? Peacocks fly very high. They're very quick. Not as prone to predators as the female turkeys have been. I don't know why. I can't rationalize it. I don't understand, but we have had horrible luck with female turkeys. I don't get it. And so we just decided it's not a good idea to go and get more female turkeys because then we're just bringing them to a property where they're going to pass away. Hold on. I'm looking for a very specific brush, and if I can't find this brush, it will be a very sad day because I need this brush. It's my bronzing brush, and I can't find it. Where is it? What did I do with it? I lost the brush. Such an important brush. Where is it? I lost my favorite brush. What? I don't understand where it could have gone. I just moved all of my brushes into this bin right here. And this is not my... Where did it go? I don't understand. I don't understand. I always lose stuff, y'all. I don't understand. Let me look real quick. On the couch. No, it's not on the couch. I wish it was on the couch. That would make a lot of sense, but it's not. Hold on. I'm looking for it. I'm going to look because it's my favorite brush. It's not here. Okay. My working theory is the brush could be in my bathroom. And if it's not, that is okay. I can buy a new one, even though I don't think they sell that brush anymore. Or, yeah, I don't know where it's at. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where it's at. I'm not even gonna try right now. So I'm just gonna use this brush instead. So, okay. I'll answer your questions about that in just a second. So Jack was really depressed. He needed girls. Cornholio's pretty content with me and Ellie walking around. He don't really care. He doesn't seem like he needs girls. He's been really nice here lately. So I don't think we just said Cornholio doesn't really urgently need girls. And that was just kind of the end of it. He seems, in our best judgment of we see him every day, he doesn't really need girls, but Jack did, and so we went and got him 2 girls. I don't know, there's the lighter colored one, her name is Jill, and then the darker colored one, her name is Teresa, because if you saw the video of when we brought them home, Teresa decided to go fly in a tree and live in the tree for like 2 or 3 days instead of coming down and gracing the world with her presence. And since then, Jill and Teresa have now decided to go live at Kim's. I saw them yesterday. They were over by Kim's, and that was really great. I was like, oh, that's good. They're, doing good. So Jack goes over there during the day and has a good time, and then at night comes back here. Up until we stopped seeing him for a couple days. And then one day he shows up with another male whose tail is absurdly long. Who is this male? Where did he come from? I don't know. My guess is as good as yours. Could he have been somewhere in the neighborhood and heard Jack calling to the girls? Because he does at night when he's ready to come back to the sanctuary. He calls the girls and tries to get them to come with him, and he doesn't. And so, yeah, that's where we're at. There's now 4 peacocks, 2 males, 2 females. Not sure what's going on there. They're all very friendly. I saw both males. I saw Jack and the other guy. That's probably going to be his name, the other guy, or new guy. Probably call him new guy. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I saw them. I will answer your question about the goat cow milk in just a minute. So that brings us to everybody's asking about the peacocks now. I would love for the peacocks to come back to the sanctuary so other people aren't having to feed animals that they didn't want, that they didn't want to feed. But I don't know how to get them back here because they are not easy to catch. I didn't think that we would have a problem with the girls wandering off, but we did, and that's our fault. And I don't even know how to keep them over here. So me and Ellie are looking up ways that we can maybe get like a peacock collar and maybe they'll like come, or we'll attract all the other peacocks in the neighborhood. I don't know. That is it for the peacocks. But if they're starting to get into people's gardens, I might, when Ellie gets home, he's visiting his mom tonight, I might see if we can get on the internet and look and see what we can do. Otherwise, we might just have to run around and chase some peacocks around and maybe rig up a stall for them for a couple days. I would hate to put them in the stall. I know I wouldn't have to put Jack in a stall, but maybe put the girls in a stall for a couple days so maybe they could associate this as their place. I don't know. If they wanted to just roam around all of Morrow Hill, I think that would be okay, but they're not. It's like the girls are just staying over on Kim's side. And Stormy, be nice to her. I feel bad that I know Kim had said that like on her page or something, she was having to like keep the peacocks away and feed them. I would say, yeah, they can fly out of the stall. We'd have to like rig some like chicken wire on the top of it so they couldn't. But I know she was said on her channel that she was having to feed them to keep her from bullying her chickens. And I hate that she has to do that. That said, nobody has messaged us or talked to us and been like, hey, the peacocks are a problem. Anything I hear about the peacocks is what I see on the internet. So nobody's saying the peacocks are a problem. If they are, I would, if they were like a huge problem, I would hope somebody would come and tell us. But now that we've kind of got some other projects finished, this peacock thing will be our next project. Heard some, like sounded like a car door. But that's all right. That's fine. And so somebody said Pawpaw asked if he started planting at over by my chickens in Jamie's old garden. I do believe he might have started today. There was a new hose there today. Showed up in her garden. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get them back. You know, they roam. I would like for them to stay at our place most of the time during the day though, so they're not bothering other people, especially with gardens. But so the situation with my chickens and Pawpaw planting in the garden, there's only, I think there's 5, 6, 7 free roam chickens now, and that's like Nate's crew, which is Nate, the 5 other boys, and the 1 hen. And so those are the only free roam chickens. My chickens, I normally let out during the day, but when Pawpaw told me he was gonna start planting over in the garden area, he gave me like a lot of notice too. I think Jamie told me too. They need to be contained for a few weeks and clip their wings to keep them from flying. That is true. You do have to clip birds' wings. But he told me, and I was like, okay, just let me know when you start so I can stop letting my chickens out, because I don't want Rocky to attack you, or I don't want them to ruin your garden, you know, in the most like respectful way possible. Just, you know, let me know. And he did last week. He said, I'm going to probably start planting this week. And yeah, so I think he's starting. So my chickens are going to stay in their run, and I'll give them like, I'm going to make some little enrichment plants that they can nibble on, or get some bugs that they can nibble on or whatever, and they'll be totally fine. So he doesn't have to worry about them getting into his garden. The only ones he might have to worry about are the 7 free roam ones, but they don't ever come into that area because Rocky put them in their place one time. It wasn't bad. It wasn't ugly or anything. It wasn't pretty, but yeah. Yeah, and so he's more than welcome to plant anything he wants. We already do have, somebody said he loved our onions. Everybody says they're my onions. They're not. Jamie planted them, and I did absolutely nothing to them. I thought they would die. They're flourishing. And so I'll go out there during the day, and I just pick one and eat one because I like onions. But yeah, they are good. And so he shouldn't have any problems with the chickens. I hope not, but yeah, I'm sure this week I'll talk to him about it if there's anything he wants to do about them, you know. Last year they ravaged her garden. Oh, I hate that. Yeah, so wings can make them vulnerable to predators. Yeah, so me and Ellie might talk about something we can do. I don't want to ever build like an aviary because we don't like have, allows them to stay away from predators. It is tough balance. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. We don't really have a spot that we could build an aviary that would be big enough for them. And it would take a lot of supplies to do that. It would take a lot of time to do that. I don't know where we would build an aviary that it would like make sense. And so we also you know, the 2 girls, they were in an aviary kind of situation at their own home, at their old home from the man we bought them from. But Jack and this other guy are free roam, and you can tell. So I don't know. We don't really want to pin up free roam birds, but I don't know what we're going to do. I really don't. I don't know. It's going to be a lot of research on me and Ellie's part, which of course, you know, we don't mind doing. We love researching and finding ways to improve quality of life for all animals, but we also don't want like to hurt other people's gardens, because I would be really upset if my garden was ruined too because of an animal that I didn't buy, you know? So I need to build and talk to Cog Hill. I just don't know where we would build one logistically. Maybe I'll talk to Ellie about it and see. It could be a fun project, but I don't know. Would I put it out in a pasture? We could breed peacocks then, and that could be fun. I don't know. You're definitely giving me good ideas, y'all. You're giving me ideas, and I love that. I always like being able to bounce off ideas Jamie putting flags on the garden to keep them away. I think that was chickens though, wasn't it? She put flags to keep like chickens away, right? I don't know. But yeah, those are good suggestions as well. But me and Ellie are gonna start looking into it, and you know, we'll see what we can do. I definitely don't want to ruin people's garden because of animals that we bought, you know. Or something at Kim's that they all like. That's the thing. We use the same feed that Kim does, I believe. I think they just wandered over there. So I don't know. I think we use the same feed. I don't know. I do like the ideas y'all are giving me. Don't think I'm not gonna like follow through and like not do some research. So Papa seems more worried about his Woody. Oh, Woody the dog. Okay, so yeah, and you can definitely close the gates. It's not a problem at all. There's 2 gates. Woody could stay in that little area and he'd be just fine. The garden area is set up really nicely to keep anything in. Really nicely for that. So yeah. Somebody asked, what is my foundation? I use the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. Got it from Walmart. It's color correcting, full coverage. Beautiful. Ask others not to feed the girls. Maybe they will stay at home. That's the thing though, is if they didn't feed them, it's kind of like with the pigs. When we go to feed the ducks, the pigs will eat the ducks' feed, right? So the peacocks are going to do that because peacocks can eat chicken feed. You know, it's not like optimal feed. You know, you want to have more protein in their diet because they're more exotic. But they will just go and start eating her chicken's feed too. And that's probably what she feeds them anyways, is probably her chicken feed mixture or duck feed. I don't know what she feeds them. So they'll eat anything they can get a hold of. I'm not shooting down anybody's ideas. I do feel like I say that and like I almost correct, but that one I do think that it's a great idea. But I think you would have to stop feeding Kim's chickens as well, and I don't think she's willing to do that. You know. What else? Somebody asked me if you're still here. They said something about, can you explain to me what you're feeding the baby goats? Something about cow's milk, right? If you're still here, can you ask me the question again, just so I like 100% know what I'm talking about? I just want to make sure I'm actually answering your question and not just like making something up. How are they getting out? How is who getting out? The peacocks? The peacocks are free roam, so they go do their own thing. I can't keep them contained. If I wanted to catch them, I would have to have a place for them already like made. I do not have like, where is my pink palette? I had like 2 really good pink palettes. Peacocks, yeah, they're free roam, and so I can't I can't contain them. And Jack was free roam to begin with, but Jack does come back. Jack's the only one that comes back, so. I don't think the person who asked about the goat's milk isn't on anymore, but I'll still answer it just in case they are and they don't want to comment again. So we have 3 baby goats that still have mamas, and they are all on their mama's milk. And then the 3 baby goats that mama's passed away, I am bottle feeding, and they are on cow's milk. And that might seem controversial, but here is our reasoning behind it, okay? Getting goat's milk replacer, kid milk replacer. She just want to know if you're feeding them cow's milk and if you could explain it. Okay, thank you, Teresa. So if you're going to get kid replacer, they don't come in huge bags, and it's powder, right? You have to add water to it. It is extremely messy. It's an extremely messy process. It does store better though. And I do believe over time it would be more expensive, and it's not something that you could just get at the gas station, okay? You have to go to Tractor Supply. What if you ran out in a pinch? I can't go to the gas station and get it. What if Tractor Supply is closed? Then my babies are going without something, you know? And I read that they can have cow's milk. Now here's the thing. They're already going to have to transition from mama's milk to kid replacer anyways, and it's different. So really the issue with the cow's milk isn't that it's not good for them or it's not their targeted milk. It's more so you don't want to be switching them too much from milk to milk because it can give them a tummy ache. So if you go directly from mama's milk to cow milk, you'll be okay. But if you go directly from mama's milk to kid milk, then you decide, oh, that's too much, and then you go to cow's milk, I've read that's kind of where you encounter tummy aches and runny poos and stuff, you know. But it's worked out really well for us. We also, cost efficient wise, we have 3 baby goats who are eating. Do you mind? Thank you. I appreciate it. What are you flinging around? Is that one of my decorative flowers? It is. That is not a ball. That's not a toy. You just took that out of the vase on the coffee table. I love cats. Yeah, so we have 3 babies eating 16 ounces a day, or no, they eat 16 ounces at a time and they eat 3 times a day. So that's a lot of milk. And if you're having to go and buy kids milk, which isn't cheap, neither is regular milk either, but kids milk is going to be more expensive for the amount that we would have to buy. And so yes, we do buy a gallon of milk every day. Full disclosure there. And milk ain't cheap, but what cat is doing that? It looks like it is a combination of Little Bit and Noodle at the moment. Little Bit started it, Noodle's finishing it. She's currently trying to open a cabinet with her teeth, and it's not really going well for her, but she's trying. And she's playing in an Amazon box. I buy them an expensive cat wheel, and what do they want to play in? An Amazon box, but that's cats for you. So yeah, they're okay on cow milk. We do go through a lot of milk, but it's worth it. They're happy, healthy, and it'll be easy to water down at some point. But yeah, 3 times a day, 16 ounces each, and it has to be warmed up. And I do think regular milk smells better than the kid replacer milk. So yeah, in case you were ever wondering what, like there were 4 gallons in there. Yeah, we go and we get it from the gas station. At this point, we just go every day to the gas station. I get me a Pepsi, or I get me some candy or some hot Cheetos from the gas station, and we might buy 2 gallons at the max. Our fridge is full at the moment, and some of our shelves are broken, so we can't really store like 4 gallons right now, so we just go every day. I think Ellie bought a gallon. He bought a gallon today, and I think the gallon that I'll use I used some of it today, and I think we'll need to go get some more for the morning feed. Luckily, our gas station's open late. He might pick some up on the way home. I haven't asked him, but we'll see if his intuition is there. Like, he picked it up this morning for the morning feed, and we're already gonna have to get more, and I know it drives him crazy, but that is bottle babies for you. They're sweet though, and they're adorable, but they can put away some milk, you know. But yeah, I think I've answered everybody's questions thus far. Does anybody have anything else they want to ask? I'm not even finished with my eyes. I've been trying to do pinks, and I've been trying to use different palettes that I haven't used as much, and it's hard to see on my phone what it looks like, so I'm looking through this little mirror, and it's still really hard to see, so I don't really know how this is going to turn out. It might just look like I have pink eye, and I know I've said this before, so I don't know. We'll see. Let's see, what shade do we want to put on our eyeball? I think we want to put this shade, or do we want to put, I already dipped my finger in it, so I guess I kind of already committed. I did. Oops. Same cat. I'm gonna ask you to stop. Yeah, we covered peacocks, and we covered chickens. Papa's concerned with the chickens, I believe. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Have you seen the recipe for kid formula? 1 gallon cow milk, 1 can evaporated milk, 1 cup buttermilk, and 1 egg. I would use it or something like that, but like I said, I've got 3 of them, and I would be doing that stuff all the time. It's so much more convenient just to use cow's milk. Isn't there a fridge in the barn dominium? Yes, there is, but it's a mini fridge, and Uriel uses that for like his food. Have you ever tried eyeshadow sticks? If so, do you like them? I've never tried them, and I will tell you now, personally, not an eyeshadow stick kind of person, and I say that because I do not like cream on the eyes. Eyeshadow sticks are normally creamy, and what happens is when you have cream on the eyes, it settles into any fine lines you might have. And I work really hard to make sure when I'm doing my makeup there are no fine lines. Eyeshadow sticks are convenient and quick though, but I just don't like putting cream on my eyes because it settles in. It doesn't always blend. And powders, I'm really good with powders. So that's kind of my choice on what to work with, you know. So that's just my personal preference. Some people love them and they work great, but it's not my preference. And that's the cool thing about makeup though, is it doesn't matter if it works for me. It could totally work for you. You know, makeup MUAs out there all the time talk about products that are great, but hey, like, there are some products that don't work for them that are other people's holy grails, you know? I saw Teresa just ask, has Gus Gus gained his weight back? He is starting to gain it back. It's kind of a, I'm sorry, pause here. Makes a cream shadow that blends but doesn't settle. Hold on. I'm gonna ask you about that. Little bit, are you stuck? If you come here, I'll help you. She doesn't care. She's got her legs in like the little handles of the bag. And it's not a plastic bag. It's a fabric bag. Do you need help? Come here. She don't want help. That's her problem. I can't help her. I can't help them all. Yeah, so Gus Gus is slowly gaining that weight back. I did notice today, I saw his kind of side starting to extend a little bit more. So we've definitely been upping feed for that reason, you know, trying to make sure everybody's gaining weight back after all the Corid treatments and all that. Even though Gus Gus was the only one that really got sick. He is the only one that got sick that survived. The other 2 got sick and passed, unfortunately. Y'all know that. But Gus Gus, he is putting his weight back on, and so I'm really glad he made it. He scared me there for a couple days. He also, what's interesting is what happened is I think he hurt his foot. And so he didn't want to get up and walk around because his foot was hurting. And so I think that mixed with him just not feeling too great, because he did have the runs. He just didn't want to get up. And so there was like 2 days where he just refused to eat. And so, yeah, that's a significant weight loss. It's not like, I don't think he was starving where he was like starving himself. I know he would eat little bits of grass and grain, but he wouldn't come running. We had to put the grain by him. But he definitely didn't have an appetite. So, yeah, I was giving him so many meds, and there was one day where I was like, I genuinely don't know what to give him anymore. I know why he's sick, but I don't know what to give him. You know what I mean? And so I was definitely really afraid with him, but he's good, and if anything, he's been more clingy ever since he's sick, so, you know. But it is very hard when goats go down. They go down quickly, and they don't recover very easily at all. So I'm very glad that Gus did make a recovery. It's very difficult with goats sometimes, y'all. Oh, that is so pretty. Any other questions? Hit me with your best shot. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose too. That is so pretty. It's pretty in pink. Who are you? Hi, Noodle. Hi, Rue. All right, I do have a new mascara. See, I had this thing all organized, and now, ooh, I am gonna try a new product with y'all. I'm sorry, Noodle, I scared you. I hope I didn't scare anybody else. I went to the dollar store. Ellie was in Tractor Supply. No, you need my full attention to understand the gist of the story. So Ellie went into Tractor Supply to look for a gate. I was less than interested in looking at a gate, to be honest. We had already been to Tractor Supply the night before. Less than interested in that. So I was like, yeah, I'll go into Tractor Supply. They've probably got chicks right now. They were sold out of chicks that day. So I was like, okay, it wasn't my favorite Tractor Supply. You know, it was one it's not the closest one to our house. And so I was like, yeah, I just don't really love this Tractor Supply. But this Tractor Supply has a Dollar Tree right next door. And I love me the Dollar Tree. So I was like, love, I am going to go to the Dollar Tree while you shop over here. And I went up and down every aisle of the Dollar Tree, and I found some really good snacks. And I went to the makeup aisle. Now, I don't really like Dollar Tree. I don't like the brand. It's not that I don't like the brands. The Dollar Tree only carries like 2 brands. So does the dollar store. They don't have a lot of the brands I like to use. But I have been wanting to try eyeliner, like a nude eyeliner in my lower lash line, whatever it's called. And I did find one. And let me see if I can find it. Okay. This is called the LA Colors Shimmer Auto Eyeliner. It's a cream eyeliner. It's supposedly got some shimmer to it, but it's nude. And I don't wear eyeliner ever. I did used to, but I want to put this in my lower lash line and see what it does. So we're going to try this, and we're going to see if it looks good or not. If you don't like things going near the eye, stop watching now. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. It's shimmery though, which I didn't expect it to, I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't expect this to be very good because it was shimmery. Oh, it tickles. Okay. I just gotta man up and do it. Oh, it tickles so badly. This is why I don't do eyeliner in my eyeline anymore, because it tickles. So you can see it when I look down, but do you think the two donkeys that think they're horse, do you think they'll go to the Longhorn Lester's? I don't know what Lester and Jamie's plans are with the donkeys. We'll keep any donkeys that they don't take, or if they want to take them all, you know, that's fine. I just drew on the underneath of my eye. Okay, hold on. I'm really focusing here, y'all. Okay, so I think what had to happen is I needed to warm up the product a little bit. I'm going to warm it up on my hand. Okay, so here's the issue with this. I just swatched it. It is labeled as a shimmer, and I thought because of the packaging it would be really nude. It's more of just like a white base shimmer, so I'm not really gonna see a whole lot other than my eyes like literally shimmering, which I do see. So for what it is marketed as a shimmer eyeliner, I have to give it like a 10 out of 10 because it is working as it should be. I wish it was more nude. So, but that is on me. I did buy this fully knowing it had a shimmer. Okay, Tarte has one. Yes, Tammy, I want the Tarte one. I haven't gone to Ulta or Sephora to get it, but it's the Tarte one that I was trying to get with this. I just saw it and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy it. Because it was like $2. I want the Tarte nude one. I really do. I don't like white in the under eye, but I do like nude. And this is, it's nude, but it's not enough. It's just like kind of a champagne-y shimmer. You can't even really tell, but that's okay. I also have a new mascara I'm gonna try. It's from Rare Beauty as well. This is one of the things that Ellie's mom got me. So I'm gonna try it. I've never tried it before. My holy grail is the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. So let's see. This is good. Oh my gosh. I don't like getting expensive mascaras because I go through them so quickly. I don't know why I'm putting mascara on. I haven't sprayed my face yet. Skipped a step. This is coating my lashes so much. Oh my gosh. Y'all, this is such a good mascara. Already, like right off the bat. Oh my. And I got it all over my eyeshadow, but that's okay. Wow, I love this. The real question is if it goes on well on my bad eye, then it's a good mascara. My bad eye just doesn't take mascara really well. I will say this is a thicker bristled brush, so it kind of clumps the eyelashes together a little more. I think I really like that. Thank you to everybody who says my eyeshadow looks great. I appreciate that. Now I just need to, oh, this doesn't feel new. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face. I've been using a lash primer too. I got that in my mouth and it stinks, or it tastes bad. It stinks, does that run? Okay. I'm not spraying it close to my face because I don't want the mascara to run. I shouldn't have done my mascara first. I never do that, but I wasn't paying too much attention. Okay. Now I'm going to do a little lip liner real quick. Which one? Let me do my lip liner. What does that spray do? Give me 1 second to do my lip liner and I will tell you. I need to get my pencil sharpener. Hold on, gotta get my pencil sharpener. I carry a pencil sharpener for my lip liner because I don't like using retractable lip liners. I use like the ones you have to sharpen. I feel like they work better, they're creamier and they don't break. Sorry, I'm being really quiet. I have to concentrate or I will overline my lips. I'd rather not do that. Okay. So this time I went and I just put my lip liner all over my lips because I'm going to put a lip oil over it. I'm not going to put any like other lipstick on it because I am testing a new lip oil as well. So I'm not going to do that. Let me kind of clean up my mess here. I've kind of got a mess of a situation going on around me. I've got palettes everywhere. So this spray, it's called the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. And it's exactly what it says it is. It's a setting spray. So this one is like one of the more expensive ones, but it is the best setting spray you will ever find. I will not use any other setting spray, and I have tried others. This I have gone swimming in before, and the only thing that ran was my mascara. Now, was I in the pool for longer than 5 minutes with my makeup? No. And if I rubbed my face in, would my makeup have come off? Yes. But if if you get sprayed with a water hose quickly across your face, your makeup's not going anywhere. If you start sweating, your makeup's not going anywhere. This stuff is great. It is a 16-hour wear time. It's long-lasting. It's lightweight. And it melts your powders into your face and makes it like a little creamier. So like I feel very powdery right here. So I'm just going to spray there. And it's on. It's not moving. It's not budging. And that's what I love about it. It's seriously the best. What is the name? Where do you buy it? So anywhere that you can get Urban Decay. So like here I can get Urban Decay in, I think I can get it in Kohl's now. I can get it in Sephora. I can get it in Target. I can get it at Ulta. You can get it online. You can probably get it on Amazon. But it is this one. It's the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. They have a few. So, yeah. There we go. That is that. I keep seeing myself move in the, yes, Urban Decay. They are a great makeup brand. They're not my favorite brand. My favorite brand is Tarte, but they are another really good brand. All right, so this is the Rare Beauty lip oil I'm gonna be trying. It's a little pinker than what I went for, but I'm gonna try it. And this little new highlighter I got, it has a great little mirror. And if you didn't know, Rare Beauty is actually Selena Gomez's makeup brand, and I know some people don't really like makeup artist brands. It has no smell. That's interesting. Is this a lip oil? What is this? I think I read that it was lip oil. Tinted lip oil. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh. Oh, whoa. Okay, what is happening here? It all just disappeared. I'm severely confused. So this lip oil, it added a little shine. I think I would use this lip oil again. Ooh, it's tingly. It's a little minty. It means it's got like some plumping in it. I think I would use it again, just not with lip liner on. I think I would use this if I was just like going outside and trying to keep my lips hydrated, but I wouldn't use this as like if I'm putting on a whole face of makeup. So let me put the thing that I will wear. This is also really good. If you've never tried it, you definitely should. This is Fenty Beauty, and it's called The Cream. And it's all of her lip stuff is really good that come in these little jars, and it smells so good. It smells like candy. It's really pigmented though. And I will. That's much better. That's more up my alley. Oh, that's so good. I love Fenty Beauty. And then I'm gonna brush my eyebrows real quick. I brushed it with the comb, not with the spoolie. All right, are we ready now? I haven't seen my face that up close yet. Y'all are about to see if I look like a monster or not. Okay. I feel like it looks really good. I feel like you can see the shimmer. My lips are a little bit darker than my eyes, but that's okay. That's not horrible. I feel like it looks pretty good. I feel like I would look better if my hair was down, but I cannot wear my hair down for you. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna prop my phone up on Noodle real quick. Maybe I won't wear my hair down. Hold on. It's a hot mess and it needs a brushing and a washing. But look, I'll do this. I can do this. Okay. That's better. That is better. Okay, I can vibe with that. I like it. For not being able to see myself very well, it's a vibe. And missing one of my brushes, yeah. Oh, Viseart. Viseart, is Viseart expensive? I feel like Viseart is, I feel like I've heard of it. Is it, it's like a makeup artist. It's like, I feel like I've heard of it. Viseart. It's targeted for, oh, you need a close-up? Here. This is as close-up as I can get. That's the eyes. That's the lips. My face. Now, I will say, a lot of my face is just pro, but really nice. That's what I thought. That's what I was trying to think. It's like meant to be a pro palette. Do you use the face palettes too, or just the eyeshadows? I've never gotten into face palettes. That's never been my kind of thing, but I do like eyeshadow palettes. What color are your gorgeous eyes? Right now they look pretty gray, don't they? They're blue. I got the blue eyes, and that means any children that I will have will probably have blue eyes, because Ellie has blue eyes too. For face palettes, Hourglass only. Black Diamond, I see you. Hold on, okay. Y'all, okay, I got you, Black Diamond. Just give me a second. Black Diamond, I'm going to assume you give me a Pat McGrath kind of vibe. Do you use Pat McGrath? Specifically, do you use Pat McGrath foundation? Or you like Hourglass, so do you use the Hourglass stick foundation? Hold on, I need to know. I need to know what this person uses, because when she pulled out Hourglass only for face. I know. I know it. It's the Ambient Light palette. It's a very pretty palette. Very pretty palette. It's considered more luxury makeup. It looks like I have a crown on. I think I need a crown. Somebody sent me a crown. Ooh, the new Twilight movie palette. That was done by ColourPop. I wanted to buy it, but I thought the colors are a little too cool toned for me. I look better in warm tones. I did see the Twilight palette, though. My inner, what are you doing on the counter? It's Florence by Mills. Wow, you use, whoa, okay. Do you like it? I think I have one of her, okay. I have her, her little lip oil. I never vibed with her stuff. Yeah, so here's the thing about expensive makeup. Just because expensive makeup is marketed better, has better ingredients, some of it isn't as good as drugstore. So I've said that all the time. Like, I have e.l.f. and I have NYX. I have like dollar store brushes. I'm very picky about my brands. I have this. They don't even sell it anymore, which I'm really sad. I only use it very special occasions. It's the Broadway Colors Pressed Powder. They don't sell it anywhere anymore. You cannot get it anywhere, and I love it. And I only have 2 left, and I've hit pan on both of them, and I'm scared to use any more of it because I know once it's gone, it's gone. And so... blue-eyed, blonde-haired, German descent. I'm of German. Is it German? I think I have some German in me. I know I've got Indian. Talc-free for face stuff. Yeah, I wonder if I use the Too Faced Born This Way ethereal setting powder. The thing about talc in a setting powder that I never liked is talc, yes, it'll irritate you, but it also will cause flashbacks. So if you take a picture and you've got concealer on and then you've got powder on, it'll make like your eye like really brighten up in not a good way. So, oh, thank you. Under the eyes gel pads. I've never used gel pads under my eyes, funny enough. I'm not that kind of person. I don't like having stuff on my face a lot. I must admit, I am pretty bad about even having moisturizer on my skin and sunscreen. I try, but I do keep my face clean. I will say that. I've been very blessed with very nice skin that doesn't react a whole lot. I've got a few little breakouts from stress, but I keep my skin pretty clean, so I don't have to worry about a whole lot, but a lot of it's also just genetics. And you are right, It Cosmetics does have a lot of great stuff, a great setting powder for mature skin. It Cosmetics is a really good brand overall. They're a little, I'd say, so there's like 3 price points. Do you exfoliate your skin? I will get there in a minute. 3 price points in makeup. There's drugstore, and then there's kind of middle of the pack, and then there's luxury. So like things like Pat McGrath, Viseart, those are going to be, who else? La Prairie, Chanel, Dior. Those are your highest of the high end. Then you've got like Tarte and Too Faced. I don't know where Rare Beauty's at because I've never bought Rare Beauty myself, but I do know that like Tarte and Too Faced, those kind of brands, those are kind of your middle of the packs. And then on your lower end is like Maybelline, Revlon, who else? e.l.f., L'Oreal. Those are your kind of lower points. So there's kind of like 3 price points. And I pick and choose. I just choose whatever works for my face. Foundation, I used to go expensive and I bought Lancome, but it ended up smelling like paint thinner and I just used way too much to be spending. Rare is between lower and mid. Ooh, favorite brand for bronzer is NARS. My favorite bronzer is Hoola from Benefit. Hands down, Hoola. I've used the, what is I can't remember what it's called. It's the butter bronzer. I've used that one time. And that was just, it's just not the perfect color. I couldn't find my good color. Let me show y'all something else I've got too, though. I've used it, and I only use it as an eyeshadow. So this is called the Fenty Beauty How Many Carats Diamond Balm highlighter. It's a highlighter, so it's supposed to go like right here on your face. Are y'all ready for this? It is so bright. There is a mirror on it, so look at that. And it's got that little bit of color from my oils in my finger there. But yeah, that is that. And they want that to go on your face. I use it as an eyeshadow. But that is another thing that I do love. I love it on my eyes because I love a bright shimmer on my eyes. Because that's the eyeshadow I do. I do light base, dark corner, and then, ooh, Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I have never bought that, and I want to. Thank you. I appreciate it. I spent a lot of time from probably 2016 to 2020 studying the art of makeup. I would watch YouTube videos and watch all the beauty influencers, and I would study it, and I got it down to a T, and it used to drive me nuts. I used to be so crazy. It's been like an hour in Ulta just looking and swatching on my hands. I never made a mess, though. I would always clean up my messes. What used to drive me crazy, though, and I could not understand, if you look, I have a smile line right here, a really bad smile line, and it's not on this side, but it always used to break up my foundation, and I would literally go crazy. Every time I would go into Ulta, I would ask a different person who works there, what can I do to fix this? What can I do to fix this? It used to drive me crazy because I wanted my face to be 100% perfect. Everything had to be perfect. If I'm putting makeup on, I don't want to have pores. I don't want to have lines. It has to be perfect. I have since given up on that. I actually stopped wearing makeup a whole lot in 2020 when I met Ellie because we started hanging out outside a lot more. I was also in college, and you don't really wear this much makeup to class. That would just be a lot, especially for me. I did start putting, no, I didn't. I didn't even wear makeup really when I was student teaching. I would put on mascara and that was it, and maybe a lip oil. But I didn't wear makeup when I was student teaching either. I wasn't going to put makeup on for children that don't even care about it. So, but again, I do have very nice skin, so I'm very blessed with that. A good primer helps with laugh lines. Oh, girl, I know. When I tell you I was crazy, I would get, is the Lancome base primer is a silicone primer. I do not use a silicone primer anymore. I would use the silicone primers to try to fill in my smile line. And then I got this stuff. This is the new packaging of it, but I still have my old one. Let me see if I can find where I put it. This is the Tarte Poreless Putty Primer, and it fills in your pores. And so I would take that stuff. I would literally do this, and I'd cake it in that smile line. I'd take my sponge, and I would cake foundation and stuff in there so it wouldn't break. And I just did not understand for the life of me that, hey, your face is built like this. You smile a lot. That's just going to be your natural line, you know? And as you get older, you're going to get lines. I have smile lines up here, too, from my eyes and everything. And as the day goes on, it'll break over here. And you smile, it happens. So I had to just accept that is that. I'm in love with the Versed Baby Cheeks Hydrating Milk Toner. I've never tried Versed. It's Versed Beauty, right? It's a skincare line. I'm not, like, huge on my skincare. I do what works for my skin. I use CeraVe cleanser and moisturizer. I don't do a whole lot to my skin because my skin doesn't need a whole lot. I put a good moisturizer on it, and that's pretty much it. I used to use an eye cream, but it wasn't doing anything for me. I don't use retinol. Yeah, when you're older, I say that sounds horrible, but when you're older, when you've got more mature skin, you have to take care of it better than you do when you're younger. And that's like, people tell me all the time, make sure you're wearing your sunscreen because you're going to regret it later in life. And trust me, I know. I will regret it later in life. I do have setting spray that has sunscreen in it that I spray on my face before I go outside normally. But I try. But I want to show y'all something special before I hop off. Ooh, glow recipe. Glow recipe is really good too. Okay, I'm going to show y'all something. Hi, Stormy. Hi, Stormy. You say hi, Storm? Come here. Why are you acting crazy? It's Mama. Come here. Come here. Come here, precious girl. Oh, what was that? She makes that noise when she's grumpy and wants put down. That was Stormy, y'all. She's a sweet girl. Okay, who's going to come to the incubator room with me? We're currently calling our guest bathroom the incubator room. So I found... Hello, little bit. You found the towel that I put down on the ground, didn't you? Yes, you did. So our guest bathroom is currently the incubator room. And I found candy corn Polish hatching eggs. And you can see on there it says CCP. And that means candy corn Polish. And so this is the incubator that I've got. It sits at 101. And currently my humidity is fluctuating a little bit. I've got 18 days to go. It's really fluctuating. I'm going to add just a little bit of water to it. I like it to stay between 50 and 55 is what is suggested for this. But I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to candle them. And I've candled them. And so I think I've got out of 14 eggs, I think I've got at least 11 that are fertile. So I know in this row they're fertile. So I'm going to show you. So let me turn on my candler. Okay, y'all can see. Okay, I have to do this quick. Okay, hold on. Not the whole thing. Okay, this is affecting my temperature, but it's okay. If you can do this in under 5 minutes. So I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see very well. Obviously there's the yolk, but I can see it off camera. There's a circle, a mini circle inside, and you can kind of see blood vessels. Oh, there you go. Maybe if I do that again. Can y'all see it? Let me know if you can see it. I'm going to pull another one really quickly. Sorry for, I don't have enough hands. I'm going to put my phone down real quick. Let me pull another one. Oops. Okay. There we go. Oh, you can see this one. I can see that one. Can you see that? And I've looked it up, and it should kind of start to look like this on like day 3, day 4. So let me put that egg up really quickly. Okay, everything is good. Let's turn the light on. Let's turn that off. Did I lose y'all? Did I lose service? I didn't lose service, but yeah, this is my little egg adventure. I'm in here pretty much all day. It's auto-turning. My temperature's right. My humidity is going back up. It should level back out to about 50. Yeah, so I've got eggs. Are your eggs point down in the incubator? No. So for this incubator, they suggested laying them down on their side because when it twists. So they suggest laying them on their side. And then when I get to day... I can't remember what it said, but when I get closer to lockdown period, well, not during lockdown period, but at some point I'll have to move them down so they're not being turned anymore. But they suggest, I have the manual, it says either lay them on their side or the egg tip has to be down. So I'm following exactly what this incubator says, especially with like the little bit, are you coming? You can stay in there. They're really good about not messing with the incubator. I think they like it because it's warm. Hi, Lavelle. So they, the company's manual for that incubator says lay them on their side or face down in it. But I tested an egg in there in the auto turn with it face down, and Polish eggs are so tiny. Like, I don't have any eggs in here right now because I got rid of all my eggs that are Polish. Compared to a normal egg, I think a Polish egg is like half the size of a regular egg. They're small. point down keeps their air sac at the top. I'm gonna look into it on the thing. I might go ahead and switch them. They said I could lay them because of the way that it turns, that I could, because it just tilts them, you know, that I could keep them vertical like that. I'm gonna keep watching development and see what happens. I try to go directly by the book of what to do, like it says directly how to do this, so I don't like do anything wrong. I know there are so many tricks of the trade, but I paid $85. Mind you, these are a project breed and very high in demand birds. I paid $85 for a dozen and I got 14 eggs. And that was with shipping, was $85 from a lady here in Texas. And so, yeah, I'm trying to do everything I can. It's hard with small eggs, that's for sure. It definitely is. They're so small. They're so small. So I'm hoping I'll have some success. I'm really glad to see some fertilization. It makes me happy that I'm starting to see some development, because yesterday when I checked them, it didn't look like they were developing, and I was like, dang it. But I had to remember, like, it's day 2. Like, you need to calm down. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about that. I'm in there all the time and I just sit there. Yeah, Pawpaw knows a lot about incubation as well. I'm the kind of person that likes to try to do it on their own, you know, and I like to figure things out on my own. I'm horrible. Quail eggs. Quail eggs are small. They did make it through the mail. That was a whole situation. I have never had anybody send me hatching eggs before. I have had live birds been sent to me one time, and it was ducks, and it was like 2-day shipping, and so they were fine. They had that like hydrogel thing in there with them, and they stayed warm. It was great, but that was before it got cold. It was like end of November. Every other bird I've gone to actually pick up, or I've been met halfway with, but I've never had hatching eggs sent to me. And so they said it was going to deliver March 6th, and March 6th comes and it says, yep, there's a delay. We don't know when they're going to be here. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I read that you can, when chickens lay their eggs, you can only, like, for them to stay fertile and stay good, you have 7 days from the time you remove them to put in the incubator. And I was like, I'm going to be missing out on my 7 days. But I got a surprise call from the post office and they're like, hey, they said to hold this package. What is it? Are you going to come get it? And I was like, don't send it. I'm going to come get it. It's hatching eggs. Please, please don't send it. So they made it through the mail. If any of y'all are in Texas, her Facebook is the Kelly Coop with a K. Coop with a K. She was amazing. I told her, I was like, I am so excited for these eggs. I texted her when they got here, and so I'm going to wait another day or two before I let her know that, like, hey, I've got fertile eggs. She was really excited, though, and I'm really excited because then I'll have all of my Polish colors that I want. I do think I want a splash Polish. I don't know, though. I don't know. It does make me want to start hatching eggs, though. I get eggs all the time, and it makes me want to start hatching them, and it's a fun project. But here's the thing. I can't keep all these chicks that will hatch. I'm already, if all of these eggs, if I have all 14 eggs hatch, I will have to get rid of most of them, which is totally fine. I knew that going in. But I want to keep at least 2 or 3 girls. Everybody else I will have to rehome, which I am totally okay with. I can't keep any roosters, unfortunately. I might talk to some people on the hill and maybe try to get some people on the hill to take some of my Polish. But I know she wants chickens. She told me which chicken she wants exactly. And she is in the same boat as me. She has chosen, I don't know if she's talked about it, but she's talked about it to me. And Jamie chose, I'm not going to say, they're not like, I'm going to call them rare birds because they're hard to obtain birds. And when they're hard to obtain, I consider that rare. So like my candy corns, I consider them rare because they've been so hard to get. And she told me which one she wants, and she's like, hey, chicken lady, she texted me, she's like, do you know where I can get these birds? And I was like, oh, my mom has one of those. And she goes, does she have this color? And I was like, oh, no, she just has a random color. And the breed she wants is already rare enough as it is. And then the color she wants is even harder. And she told me she's trying to get a hold of some eggs. And I was like, I do not envy you. I was in your boat just a few weeks ago. So I hope she gets her chickens. If she doesn't, I have a backyard mix she can have. I will hatch eggs, but I can't. I'm not NPIP certified, which is like what you have to be to sell eggs and stuff and sell chicks. And I don't know if I'm gonna get NPIP certified because I'm not gonna like make a business out of like selling eggs and stuff. I think I'm just on like an incubator high right now because like it's so fun and I love chicks. I would like to maybe hatch some from Rocky's pen, but again, they're gonna be a backyard mix and I want like purebreds. Like I want another Easter egger. I don't want an Easter egger mixed with whatever Rocky game rooster. I don't know what that mixture would create. And I want girls because I want to get to 10 females for Rocky. We're at 5 right now, so I need 5 more. And then we're close. I think we're at 8 girls for Hey Hey. And so I'll keep 2 or 3 candy corn Polish. I'm going to let them grow out first, though, and see what they look like before I get rid of them. Because I hate to say it, but I will keep the best of the bunch. I also would love to hatch emu eggs because I want a baby emu. I do not want another grown-up baby. I do not want another grown-up emu. I do not want to change Ziggy's personality. I don't want to put him with another emu. I like Ziggy on his own. He has a great personality. But I would like to see a baby emu come out of the egg. And I would like to hold a baby emu is what I would like. Marie over at Randomoki Farms, she posted, I think it was yesterday, her emus had a really brutal predator attack, but they're doing better. I texted her and I was like, hey, how are they? I know sometimes we don't always say exactly how they're doing. Immediately on YouTube, I just wanted to get like an update because I didn't know when her next update was coming out. And she's like, no, they're sore, but they're doing better. It was a really nasty predator attack, and I believe all of her emus made it. They're still in really rough shape. If you don't know who she is, that's who I got my emu Ziggy from. Her page is called Randomoki Farms. She's an amazing soul. She's an amazing person. I love her. I drove to her house 6 hours away to Oklahoma to go get Ziggy Bird, and she actually handpicked him for me when I messaged her. It was actually, what's crazy is I was sitting right here on the couch doing a live with y'all, and y'all are the ones who suggested her to me, and we connected, and now I feel like we're really good friends. Of course, we don't get to spend time with each other, but we text each other often, and yeah, she's really great. I definitely a huge supporter of her page. She handpicked Ziggy for me when I told her, I was like, yeah, I do. I do the same thing as you, internet farming per se, YouTube. She's like, I have the perfect internet bird. And Ziggy is so much more than the perfect internet bird. He is the perfect bird. And I have to tell y'all something he did today. That'll be my last story before I have to hop off and get this makeup on my face because I'm starting to itch. And it's not a reaction. I'm itching on my nose because anytime I put makeup on, my nose runs. There's probably some allergic reaction happening, but it's okay. So today, Ziggy, emus love water. Y'all know we have the pond pasture blocked off to only the pigs right now. The pigs are in the pond pasture. Ziggy does have a pond in the pasture he's in right now, but he hasn't discovered swimming in the pond yet. A couple weeks ago, he discovered that when I dump the 50-gallon trough, which is on the back side of the barn dominium by the Littles barn, it's that black trough. I'll dump it and it creates kind of like a little mud hole because it's 50 gallons of water, that's a lot of water. And it's kind of in like a concaved area. And so I dump it there and it creates a little mud puddle. Well, it was a really hot day and he went and put his feet in it. He really enjoyed it. So today I did it and he went, you know how he flops himself on the ground? Well, he flopped himself down in the mud puddle. So he's like halfway in it, like half of his body is in this water puddle. So I said, okay, let me grab the water hose. I'm going to start, while he's doing that, I'm going to wash off the concrete because the geese had pooped, because I can't keep the geese out of that pasture. No matter how hard I try, they fly over, they go under, whatever they want to do. So I was cleaning the poop, and I accidentally sprayed some on Ziggy, and he looked up at me. And he looked so happy. And I didn't get any of this on video because I was so out of it today. I didn't have my phone. And so I just started spraying Ziggy with the hose. By the time I was done, the bird was 100% wet and so happy. I have never seen him so happy before. And then he got up and he started running around. And I was like, oh, Ziggy bird. He looked like the Loch Ness Monster in the water. It was wonderful. I loved every minute of it. He loved every minute of it. He's such a fun bird. He's so fun. He likes to run at night. So at nighttime, whenever we go check on the animals at night, I go and I run around with Ziggy at night. He doesn't like to do it during the day very much. He's a night runner. I think that's because he tries to stay up at night to take on that more protective role. And he's really great with all the little babies. When he lays down and flops on the ground, they jump on his back and he just lets them, and it's so cute. It's so cute. But y'all, Ellie is texting me, telling me he's on his way home, so I'm going to text him and ask him to pick up some more milk for the baby goats. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I came into this live feeling kind of like, kind of down, like I just need to do my makeup and talk and socialize, and maybe that'll help me feel a little bit better, and it definitely did. And I love our community, y'all. I know there's only 74 of us in here right now, but I love the little community that we've created, because it wasn't just me. It was y'all who created it. This is like my little happy corner. When life gets hard, this is my little happy corner. I'm going to start filming some more videos, hopefully feeling more back to normal. And yeah, thanks so much for joining me and helping me have a great night, y'all. I love you all so much from the bottom of my heart. And I'll catch y'all next time with another video. Bye, friends.